Hi, I'm Zach. This is a part of a 30-day vlog series where I attempt to make $1,000 from my dream job or I go back to a day job. Today, I'm going to talk about how I started out with no skill and no talent, and I have come a very long way. So, I started playing guitar around the age of 11 or 12, but I didn't really get into it until the age of 18 after high school. And then I didn't decide that I wanted to do music as a career until the age of 20. I'm 30 now. And so around the age of 20, I had my first performance, which was actually here. It was just right over there in our backyard. We have a stage, and my parents have an annual party every single year, and they invite a bunch of their friends and some of their family, and my dad's band plays, and a couple other bands play, and I performed. And I was blessed to have a very welcoming crowd, but it was so cringe. Like it was. I don't have a recording of it. There might I don't know, my parents or somebody might have it. I need them to burn it. No, it was really bad. It was really bad, but it's inspirational as far as how far I've come. I wouldn't say I'm an amazing singer now, but I have come a very very long way. And so that first performance around the age of 20, um, it was, I don't want to say disheartening, but it was very uncomfortable and very painful because I had all this passion and I was so excited to do this music. And I got up there and I played the song, and I did not play it anywhere near how like I was playing it. Like my throat was so like tense, and I have incredible stage fright and just social anxiety in general. And especially back then, I was younger. I hadn't done as much work on my mind, and I was chasing a lot of approval. I cared a lot what other people thought, and so as soon as I got on that stage, it was like, it was, it was horrible, absolutely horrible. And I did it a couple of times after that, or actually, I've done it more than a couple of times, but I did that same horrible performance a couple of times after that. The next couple of years after that, it was maybe a little bit better each time, but it was like those first 3 4 years, absolutely horrible. I remember my first open mic, you know, it was at Picasso's and STL, and I don't think I really did that bad. Like as far as music, like I don't feel as bad about that performance as my first couple ones here. But one thing did happen at that open mic, which was a learning experience, was parking. It was my first time like really driving into the city and parking, and I parked in a place where you shouldn't park. My car was towed. But the funny thing about this and my mentality about just facing hurdles when it comes to music, even hurdles like getting your car towed, is I took that situation, and the next time I went to Picasso's, in fact, I only went there for 2 open mics, because then not long after that, I moved to Columbia, Missouri. But the next time, I performed a song about how my car got towed at Picasso's the last time, and they absolutely loved it. And I remember that. So that was one of the first steps, or big experiences I had, where it was like I kind of sucked and I was very naive and things didn't work out at that first open mic. But I took those failures and I put them into a song, and I came back the next week anyway, and it it like it made it worth it, and people loved it, and it gave me so much more like hope and encouragement and determination to keep going. And so I moved to Columbia, Missouri, and there I was starting to street perform just a little bit for my first time in my life. Hello, Kitty. And I also started to go to a lot more open mics, and still, at this point, I feel like I was far below average. Like my singing capabilities and everything, absolutely horrible, very bad. And I know I was very passionate though, so it was like I kept having these experiences where like I would talk to people about my music, and they could see the passion in me, and I'd be like talking and like so excited, and they'd be like, "All right, yeah, play the song," and I played the song, and their smile would be like, okay. And I experienced that, and I being able to pick up on people's like emotions and things just time and time again. It was cringe and cringe and cringe and cringe and cringe and cringe. Very cringe. Lots of cringe. Lots of making people feel uncomfortable, and feeling uncomfortable myself, and questioning myself at times. But also around this time, I started to do a lot more work on myself, and I was not chasing as much approval, and I started to just let go of a lot of that. And I also started to just apply myself more and more and go out and street perform more and go play more gigs. And through just being there over and over again and doing this work on myself, my performances drastically improved. And through just sheer like motivation, determination, being there every single day, eventually I was like doing it full time, and I was like going in headfirst, homeless, street performing every single day. And even after I was, well, actually before and after, I was I was having 16-hour work days and like just writing and writing and writing and trying to make my music better and learn about marketing and everything. And there was like this huge like transitional phase, and I came out of it, and a lot of the people that knew me in Colombia whenever I first like moved there and was playing music, and they saw me at open mics, they straight up told me like, you made drastic improvements, like your your voice and your songs and the performances, like it blew me away. And at first I just thought that, maybe people were being nice, and there was obviously like merit to what they're saying, and I knew I'd put a lot of work in. But like people kept saying that, and it took me a while to really realize like I did it. Like I sucked, and I put in the work, and I got better, like much better. And yeah, so through that experience of sucking and failing, but still having so much passion to do it and get better, and actually looking at myself and um, healthily judging myself, like where can I actually get better? I was doing that on a daily basis, and it did it. I made it there. I remember like the first time, or actually I don't remember the first time, but I remember like the phase like of my life where I finally like found my falsetto uh, as a strength, and then I kept building on that, and like just that, but not just my falsetto. Like I found my voice. I found my singing voice. I found how to sing without feeling tense and caring what other people thought. But I found like my natural singing voice and my strengths in it, the falsetto and vibrato at times, and my originality, and I just owned it, and I completely kept diving into it fully, and I kept going through moments of my life, like challenges where it got harder, the challenges got harder, but I kept going in head first, and from that I drastically improved a lot. And so if you're out there and maybe you suck at something that you love to do, and you have huge aspirations to do it for a living, or just do it better and not suck at it, you can do it if you apply yourself. And that passion that you have, that drive that you have to do it, it will pay off in time, as it did for me. And of course, you need to be realistic with yourself and look at yourself in the mirror and not be full of your capabilities. And as soon as you do start achieving things, don't let it get to your head, because you can always improve and you can always get better. But celebrate your successes and pet your cats when they get in the way of the camera so their tails don't block it. That's not relevant. No, celebrate your successes. Like the fact that I was able to go from sounding absolutely horrible to how I sound today, which I am very proud of. And it's like music and singing, it's exciting to me on a whole nother level. It's like I can sing from a E2 to a E4 and easily, and like do all these vocal runs and certain things. And like I remember when I was first starting out, it was so hard for me to even just like hit a very simple note and do that consistently. And I was just forcing, and now it's like it's so smooth and it just comes out. It's satisfying is not the right word. It's fulfilling. Uh, the fact that I put in the energy, time, and focus, and it actually did work out and get better. And honestly, I don't care about being the best singer in the world or the best songwriter or performer, but I do want to be the best version of myself and do those the best that I can. And generally, I feel very fulfilled and happy with how much I've accomplished and the direction I've gone with my art and music and the experience of it and my style and how how I can sing and the notes I can hit now. I I'm very grateful for the fact that it worked out and that putting in the work does get it done. So leave a comment down below. What do you think? Do I still sound like a dying animal to you? Hopefully not. Uh, do you do music? And do you think you suck? Or have you also come a long way? Or do you have an inspirational story yourself? Do you have cats that like to sit on your lap when you make videos? Because this cat loves to do that. He's been doing that every single day for the past 3 days. I'm trying to talk about important stuff here, Kitty. All right? Do you sing? Do you suck at singing? Because you can get better. Hey, don't look at me like that. So, what are my plans on the future? How am I going to go from being pretty good to professional and absolutely amazing? Well, first, I must sell my soul to the kitty devils. No, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. I do not trust you with my soul. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to do it. Don't freak out. So, I plan on doing what I'm doing now, which is consistently make content and involve music into it, but also consistently put in the work every single day to just practice my songs and to write. I write every single day, and I see every moment and every experience in life as an opportunity to inspire you to write a song. And whenever I'm experiencing writer's block, this is very helpful because then I can take different perspectives or any moment and experience and try to apply it to the situation that I'm blocked on. And also, writing every single day gives you a huge, like, not vocabulary, but a huge catalog of things to write off of. It's like the more you write, and especially with freestyles, but just writing in general, the more you write, it seems the easier it is for me to just write a song off the top of my head. And then I've gotten to this point where I can write a freestyle in any moment of the day. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be incredible, but the more I do that, then just the math of it, like every 3,000 songs, one for every 3,000 songs. It's not the correct math, but somewhere one for every large amount of songs creates a hit or a song that actually does resonate with a large amount of people. And so that's what I do. I write a lot. I write every single day. And I think it helps that I love to do it and that I have all this passion and determination to do it beyond the outcome. It's a love for the process, a love for just being in that zone and not even necessarily expressing myself, but getting into like a trance-like state at times with music. And like I'll like close my eyes and my eyes will roll back, and then I'll start chanting crazy stuff like the vegan spirits have possessed me. But for real though, music, it's like a spiritual thing for me. It feeds my soul, and I absolutely love it. I love performing. I love writing down something that means a lot to me and where I can't express myself, but it's also deeper than expression. It's like the experience of music and the energy of it, and just also how it draws people together in community, and it stress reliever and depression and therapeutic, and it's amazing. It really is. And I absolutely love it, and that is what has helped me continue to do this for this long and actually just be there consistently improving, and it's not even necessarily like my main focus. The only thing I care about is improving. I just improve naturally since I keep doing it, and then I'm thinking about it critically. And so I wish this for you too. I hope you have something that you absolutely love to do, and so it's easier for you to just do it every single day. It's not even like work. You're just doing it 16 hours a day if you got that type of energy, or whatever. And I wish that for you. I wish you success, and maybe not sucking at what you love to do and actually becoming good enough at it or amazing at it so you can do it for a living. And I believe in you. You can do it. For the animals! Woo!